Hello and welcome to Yellow Sticker Dinner, the channel where I go to my local supermarket, see what I can get from the reduced to clear section, and then try to put together a meal out of it all. I think I've done pretty well today. A lot of complementary ingredients from the reduced section. You don't always see that, but yeah, I think I'm going to put together a nice dish. It is January the 17th today. By the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be January 18th because my internet is awful. I have no Wi-Fi, I just use my data. But yeah, let's just go through what I got. The total shop cost. Now let's start again. Let's see what I got here, right? So I have some wholemeal pita breads. Not that reduced, were 109, now 82 cents. I got some peanut and chili ryu, which is kind of like a yeah, it looks kind of gross. It's like a little like kind of a peanut and chili spicy sauce. Was €4, got it for €1. I'm supposed to use by today, but that'll be fine. I got this buckwheat, beetroot and feta salad. It was originally $2.39. I got it for 60 cents. Don't think it's worth it full price, but we'll see. I got these seasonal vegetable carrots. Small enough, quite thin. Originally $1.79. I got them for 45 cents. It says there is 6 apples in here, but one of these is already gone. That one is smushy. But they're originally $1.99. I got them for half price, 99 cents. So 5 apples for €1 is pretty good. I got this pak choi. Was originally $1.79, now 45 cents. Inflation is a mother, guys. This used to be way cheaper back in the day. All this stuff was. And then finally, I got these, which I've never had before. I think they're an Irish brand. They're glass curried cauliflower burgers, and they were originally €3 for 2 burgers, and I got them for 75 cents. But yeah, so I kind of touched on why I'm doing this kind of stuff. I've been making yellow sticker dinners, as I call them, for years and years now, but particularly recently, as the cost of living crisis has increased, inflation has made just existing quite difficult, but I don't get too political. But yeah, it's great for my wallet. It's great for the environment, because a lot of this stuff would probably get thrown away. And it's great for keeping me creative in the kitchen, because basically what I try to do is I try to buy what I can, then put together a dish out of it, you know, the kind of way. So, and I think basically my plan today is to put together a vegetable pita parcel. I'm going to stir fry these veggies. I'm going to cook one of those burgers according to the packaging, which is either can grill or oven them. 15-20 minutes. I'll just stick one in the oven, and then I'm going to chop up some apple, mix it with the slaw. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. I've got other stuff here as well, which I'm gonna use this ingredients which are already in my fridge. I've got a bit of a leftover half a lemon. I got some hummus. I got some quark, which was also reduced 75 cents from $2.49. I've had this little bit of lettuce for the last few days, which I've been kind of nibbling at like a little rabbit. It was originally 79 cents. I got it for 3 cents. And I got some smoked garlic as well. None of this I got today. I got this in the last few days. But look, check out this smoked garlic. I got this like a month ago, right? Just before Christmas, I'd say. Sometime before Christmas, about a week before Christmas. It was originally $3.49. I got it for 2 cents. €2 is what it cost me. And there was like 3 or 4 cloves in there. I've already used some. I'm guessing when I bought it before Christmas, that was the sell-by date. One fell out there. It smells lovely. It's real smoky. I've used it quite a bit. I had 2 packs, so I've gone through a pack already. But basically what I'm going to try to do is put together a vegetable pita parcel with a homemade smoked garlic fake aoili using quark. And if you're not familiar with quark, I'm not either. It's a high protein alternative to soft cheese and yogurt. So it's like a mixture between Philadelphia and yogurt. And then if that doesn't work, I got some cheap mayo as well. The reason why I'm using the quark is, first of all, because it was reduced, so I got to use it. But second of all, it's going to be healthier than mayo. But yeah, so let's just get straight into it. First of all, I'm going to wash my veggies. I apologize for the noise. I'm just going to do one of these. Oh, sorry, yeah. Go back. Sorry, just to let you know, guys, this is my very first video, and I reckon for the first few of them at least, it's going to be pretty ropey, because I'm not used to talking while cooking, and I'm certainly not used to presenting the way I am. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you like me talking at all. If you want me to shut up, I'll just cook without saying anything, if that's what you prefer. But yeah, the reason why I'm making these videos is because I just want to inspire people to kind of do the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying these are like authentic recipes. This is going to be a filled pita bread from no particular region of the world. There's nothing authentic about this recipe. There's nothing authentic about any of the recipes I do because because everything I do is just thrown together. So there's no, there's nothing real about it, apart from the fact that these are real veg that I got for real today. And here's my receipt that kind of confirms that it's all legit. I don't know if you can see that, 17th of January 2023. I've crossed out some potentially sensitive information that might dox me. I'd rather people didn't follow me around. But yeah, so there's the receipt from today, and the total cost was €5.06, and that's not one meal. That's like, it's a couple of days of food here, so I'm really happy. But yeah, so let's wash some veg, and I'll start prepping. So I'm just going to do 2 carrots because I feel like I'm going to have quite a lot here. So I'll just wash these 2. The lettuce is washed before. I'll grab an apple as well. Yeah, it's pretty good quality. Do you know, actually, you know where that phrase, one bad apple spoils the bunch? This one is already like spoiling. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's soft, it's brown, it's kind of moldy, there's a big hole in it. I think it's fit for the compost heap. So I'm gonna, take a loss on that one, but 5 apples for €1. By the way, my kitchen is as thrown together. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a little board actually to put these on. My kitchen is as thrown together as my recipes are. And again, I don't want to get too political, but the reason why my kitchen is crap, which you'll see, is because I live in an old shop. It used to be a clothes shop. Yeah, this was like a little canteen area. It wasn't plumbed properly. I had to put in my own wash machine and dishwasher. Just give that a little bit more of a scrub. My work surface in the other room is literally just a wooden board that I put some of that sticky vinyl stuff on. I'm just gonna tear that little piece off the bottom, grab that little bit there, and just give them a little rinse. I'll take this and I'll just work in the other room because I prefer it in there. It's a bigger surface, it's a lot more to deal with. So yeah, so put that in the compost. Right, clear a little bit of space. Get my nice knife. So yeah, basically, I'm not going to chop those. I'm just going to top and tail the carrots. Some people like to peel the carrots, and that's fine. But I don't, for I suppose 3 reasons really. The first reason is that I don't have a potato peeler. The second reason is that I'm really lazy and I can't be bothered. And the third reason is that the skins are full of fiber. Yeah, it's better, it's healthier. So basically, I'm just prepping this veg now, right? I'm going to stir fry this up. I've been practicing my knife skills. Just to let you know, I'm not, as you might have already been able to tell, I'm not a professional chef. And not every single recipe I make works, but that's why frozen pizzas exist. I've had plenty of failures. I'm just going to chop those all in half. Okay, so I'm I'm gonna turn on my wok here. I got this cheap recently enough. I've tried to season it. Not great. I did it on this hob. This is my crap oven that was here when I moved in. This door is broken. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, basically, I'm a victim of the housing crisis and the cost of living crisis, and I'm making do with what I got. Which is kind of the spirit of this show as well. It's make do with what you got. You know what I mean? Try to get something, put it together and something better. Let's get some olive oil. And I'll just leave it in there. I'll let that heat up a little bit. In the meantime, I shall preheat my oven. Let's have a look at these instructions again. 180, 15 to 20 minutes, turning once. Okay, what am I on? 200. The reason why I'm using this oven, by the way, which I think you can see if I do this, the reason why I'm using this oven is because that oven is broken, which I showed you about my dodgy door. It doesn't really work very well. I prefer this comically small oven because at least it's mine. That was absolutely disgusting. Disgusting when I moved in. I did my best to clean it, but it's just not really. Anyways, the hob is fine though, because I don't eat food off the hob. So I'm just going to throw these carrots in first. I'll do a little bit more time to get a little bit hotter. While that's going, actually, I'm going to matchstick this apple. Apples are great for a salad. Just use half. And I will just kind of like try to keep as much as I can to remove that core. I don't know what people, I don't know, some people don't like to eat the core. I'm not as vain. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate against core. I will eat it, but not on camera. So yeah, basically apples are great for salads. It's a good apple, nice and fresh, nice and crunchy. I think that stuff there is literally just like. So what I'm going to do here anyway is I'm just matchsticking this stuff to fit. Just going to matchstick that so it can go into the slaw. Or into the salad, sorry. But yeah, throw apples like that into salads. So nice and high heat for the carrots. I personally like my carrots a little bit char grilled, but still a nice little crunchy bite to them. I don't want them soft and soggy. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a nice crunch. I'm gonna open that. I'll leave that there. Let's have a look at this anyway. Buckwheat, beetroot, and feta salad with quinoa and a tangy beetroot dressing. Oh, it comes with a free dressing. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so let me just check on this. Like I said, stick with me for these early episodes, because I will get better. I will be a little bit more organized, and if you have any comments or suggestions, I assume I'm not going to have any viewers for the first few, so if you're early with this, get on board and I will take them on board, because you know, there's no team like the dream team. I don't know what that means, whatever. Anyways, gonna keep the carrots going. I may as well stick one of these burgers in. I'm a vegetarian. I'm becoming more and more vegan, but obviously I've got quark. There's feta in there, there's mayonnaise, there's eggs in there. So I'm not vegan yet, but I'm getting there. And I will get there more and more. So I'm going to put that on for 10 minutes and then turn it after that, because it'll give me a nice little ding to tell me when it's ready. Carrots are looking good. See the way you're getting this little char here? I like that. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to go mad with this, you know what I mean? I just want to you know, cook it, get a nice little smoky flavor there. When that's done, I'm going to put them into a little bowl and then do the pak choi separately. And then I'm also going to just chop a little bit of lettuce. Not loads. But yeah, so basically, like, you know, there's loads of things I could have done with this. It didn't have to be a wrap. I could have, you know, used more lettuce. I could have done a big salad. I could have got some avocado if there was any there. I could have got some, you know, some roast veg or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? There's like, oh, sorry. Okay, I am happy with that. That's got a nice char here. It's looking good. I don't think it needs much more. I'm just gonna throw them into there. I seasoned this pan myself, by the way. This is carbon steel. If you're looking for a seasoning video, I'm not your guy. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the non-stickness of it all. I mean, obviously I couldn't get these edges here because I did it on this, and like, you know, apparently to season something properly you need a big flame and you need to be able to like cook it that way, you know, and I couldn't get it like that to get couldn't get the temperature up to get that corner going. Okay, pak choi is looking good. Let's get some garlic aoili on the go, shall we? I'm gonna move this salad over here. This apple can just sit here for a moment. The pak choi is very wet. I don't have a salad spinner. I mean, I don't even have a peeler, so I don't know what you're thinking I'm gonna have a salad spinner for. This is my black bin. I've got recycling up there. There's my compost. Okay, so if you have a little ramekin jar, probably works good, just as good. I've got a mug, little cappuccino cup. So I'm going to get my quark, actually. So I'm not too familiar with pak choi. It's like a slightly, very, very subtly onion flavor almost. But you know, it normally does wilt down a little bit like spinach. Maybe I should have chopped this, but I can there's still time to chop it afterwards. So, you know, I'm not too fussed. Let me get, I'm gonna get a little fork for this. So the quark, you can see it's kind of separated slightly, but you know, if you've ever had natural yogurt, you'll notice it does the same. Don't need the hummus. Garlic, that's what I'm looking for. So, like I said, I'm not a professionally trained chef, but I do like to cook. I've got you know, passion goes a long way. You know, if you like to cook, that's half the battle. Looking good. Okay. I also used to use garlic crushers quite a lot, actually. I used to use them religiously back in the day, a couple of years ago. But I stopped. And I don't think I'd ever look back. It's just, you know, I feel like I prefer like slightly chunkier bits of garlic. Like I said, I'm still working on my knife skills. I'm getting a little bit better, but you'll still see me put my fingers like this, and I'm trying to not do that. So just roughly chopping this, because I'm gonna cook this down and kind of. Okay, so my pak choi is probably a little bit too charred there, but other than that piece, think we're in pretty good shape. I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing right now, by the way. I have been cooking in my home for several years, so I've kind of built up that kind of chef callus. The way, let's just use this thing here. I don't like using like too many tools. I use this guy, my little rubber spatula, for my silicone spatula, sorry, for lots and lots of things. I think it's great. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to turn the heat down to like 1 or 2. There's no numbers on my hob. I think it goes from 1 to 6 or something like that. I'm going to turn that right down. A little bit more oil. And I'm just going to let that cool. And not too, I don't want to burn the garlic basically. I want to cook it down and caramelize it so it gets that kind of sweet. It kind of sweetens up so you got them sweet and smoky garlic. See, that's all smoking. I do not actually, let's do a different hob because that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. But basically anyway, the basic idea is, how's that guy doing? Nearly turning out. A little bit of quark. A tiny bit more. Squeeze a lemon juice to give it some acidity, and to thin it out a little bit. Tiny bit of salt and pepper. Unfortunately, this salt was full price, but I do like it. A little bit of pepper. And then I'm just going to stir that through so the lemon juice sticks in. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at this garlic again. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like, you know, other things I could have done with these ingredients. There was carrots and pak choi. I could have got some noodles and some rice. I did a proper stir fry-ish. I could have made some sort of like, I could have made a burger. I could have used the burgers and do a little bit more heat. I could have used the burgers and, you know, grated some carrot, a little bit of pak choi as the lettuce, I suppose. Maybe I could have done some sort of like quark burger sauce, you know. There's plenty of things, and the idea is this channel isn't to give you step-by-step recipes. It's to say, here's a bunch of ingredients, what can I do with it? You know, the kind of way. And I want you guys, if you're watching this, to think like that. Like, don't think, you know, I need to follow a recipe step by step by step. It's what can I put together? And you know what? Experimentation is good for everything. It's good for the soul. It's good for your mind. One of the reasons why I do this. Okay, I think that's time to turn this. Yeah, definitely a few more minutes. One of the reasons, I'm going to turn that up a little bit because that oven, I don't know how accurate the temperature gauge is. But yeah, one of the reasons why I do this, like even if I was rich, I'd probably still do this because it kind of makes me, it keeps my mind sharp. It keeps me going. It keeps me thinking, okay, well, what can I do today? How can I make some different dinner that I've never had before? You know, it's very easy to fall into the trap of cooking the same thing all the time. I know a guy, and pretty much for every single meal, like nearly every meal, he will make potato wedges as the side. Like there's literally nothing else. It's just whatever it is, like some fish or something like that, and he'll do potato wedges with it. And that's him. That's his gimmick. That's all he does. I mean, he does potato wedges, and they're really nice. But you know, 5, 6, 7 days a week sometimes. It's insanity. But yeah, let's recycle that. So basically, because I'm also not cooking for anyone else, I can taste as I go, which is great. So I'm just gonna, I mean, even the quark, let's have a taste of this. It's gonna taste like lemon. It's gonna taste like a mix between yogurt, Philadelphia, lemon, salt, and pepper. Definitely needs something else. And that's something else is this garlic. You know what, actually that smell, the smell of this smoked garlic is coming through. It's looking good. See the way it's like kind of slightly changing color? I'm looking for this kind of, what I'm trying to get here, like I said, I'm not a professional chef. If any professional chefs are watching this, please, please advise me, because I'm always looking to learn more stuff. But I kind of like when you get like, almost like baked garlic, when you cook it, obviously not baked, but like when it's crispy, you know what I mean? You cook it down and it gets like crunchy garlic. That's what I like. It adds a lot of sweetness to it. You know, adds some sweetness, it kind of gives it texture, it takes away that sharp. You ever had raw garlic and it has that like kind of, it kind of stings the back of your throat. If you cook it down and roast it a little bit like this, not roast, I keep on saying bake and roast when I'm clearly frying it. But if you cook it down, it removes that harsh throat flavor and gives you a much more mellow but still garlicky experience. I'm going to say it gives you a garlicky experience. I'm just going to need a little small knife for my pita bread, and I might need another one of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to have one or two, but I'm basically just going to actually, I've made a mistake here, but that's okay, because, you know, it's just a happy accident. What's that guy, Bob Ross? He would say that kind of stuff to me. I don't really watch him, but I wish I did. Okay, I'm just gonna actually, no, it's on the lowest temperature anyway, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day on my garlic, and I'm just gonna put that into my garlic mayo now. My garlic quark, my garlic, and just stir it through. Now I was hoping, I don't think I need the mayo, maybe I do. Mayo will give a nice creamy texture, but I was hoping this to be a little bit thinner, so I could kind of like, I was hoping this would be a little bit thinner so I could kind of like, you know, when you go to like a kebab shop, and this isn't a kebab, let's not make any mistake about that, but they have that kind of squeezy garlic sauce. That's what I was kind of hoping for. I don't think I've achieved that here, but I still think it's quite nice. How's this guy doing? Getting there, getting there. So yeah, I think I think this is going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Let me get a plate. I think it's nearly time to start assembling. You know, I just warming that up. Okay, so let me get a little spoon. Do I have a spoon? Let's get a big spoon. So I'm gonna get a little bit of hummus. Plus that through there like that. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just spreading the hummus inside the pita bread. And then I'll go a little bit of this buckwheat beetroot stuff. Sorry, I don't think foil or film, sorry, can be recycled. Gonna get my little spoon. Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. Okay. I opened the bung. I opened this side. I've got... Okay, new plan. Open face wrap. I opened the wrong side. So I'm just going to go again. You know, and that's the thing. Like, you know, it's about working with what you got. Overcoming the adversity of cutting a pita bread all the way through. Plus you get to eat more hummus. And hummus is always good. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this, spread that across. I mean, I'm probably going to cut this in half anyway, you know. A little bit of lettuce. I'm going to put this back on the hob. Treat this like I don't know, imagine this being pre-cooked almost. I'm just going to warm it back up just in case it's cooled down the last couple of minutes. Let that cook. What am I looking for now? A bit of this. Do I want this yet? I suppose I do. See, that's why I was hoping that to be thinner. Okay, I'm going to take a tiny risk here. I'm tempted to put some water in this, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to. I'll keep it thick. I'll keep it safe. Play it safe, play it thick. Put some nice smoked garlic aoili. You can hear the pak choi and the carrots cooking away nicely in there. I'm happy with that. Let's get them back in. I think they're... This is basically nearly done. This is all coming together. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's not forget my little apple. And you might think apple and smoked garlic and curried cauliflower burgers are weird. And you'd be right. But I have no follow-up to that. So let me get a little tiny spoon for this stuff. Oh no, up here. There we go. This is the chili peanut ryu, €4 full price. I think this is going to be a knife and fork jobby. My plan originally, like I said, was to hold it like a proper wrap or a pita bread, like a falafel type thing. But unfortunately that wasn't to be. Let's spread this around. But I will say this, my original plan was to try and, I was probably going to have 2 of these things, you know what I mean? I was going to have 2. But an open face like this is, you kind of get a lot more veg, a lot less bread, healthier. I'm sure you just heard this guy pinging. I'm going to turn him off, but keep him in there for a second. No, let's take it out. See, like I said, first few episodes are going to be a little bit ropey. I might be a little bit kind of all over the place, but I will get used to it, and I will get better. And I will improve. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. The good news is, right, when I've got this chopping board, is that I'm a vegetarian, like I said. It smells kind of curry. It does. And basically, because I only ever cook vegetables, I don't need to worry too much about proper chopping board etiquette like I used to. Like I was a meat eater a couple of years ago. I turned, I don't know, 2018, 2019 or something like that. And having separate chopping boards for like your chicken and your fish and stuff is annoying. Hopefully this stuff isn't too spicy, but I've got a good palate for it. So, well, that is it. Voila! I'm going to use this knife, which I used to cut the bread already. Turn the light off, save some electricity. And there we have it. I don't know what this is. It's a big giant salad with curried cauliflower burgers on some bread. So yeah, it's a vegetable pita bread topped salad. And yeah, let's do a taste test. I'm just going to use this fork because it's me anyway. This would have been a lot nicer. Do you know what? Ooh, no. Let's do a taste test. I was gonna fold it. And maybe in a few, sorry about that. Maybe in a few more videos I will have that confidence, but today I'm not that confident. Right, I've got a little bit of everything in this. That's a very big bite. Very, very big bite. It's actually really good. Genuinely. Don't know if you can hear that crunch from the pak choi. Right there, that pak choi. It's softened, it's got a nice crunch to it, got a nice texture, good flavour. The curried cauliflower makes it kind of feel more like a big meal. I think if it didn't have something like that, it would be lacking something. Nice garlicky taste. The chili, there's definitely garlic in that as well. And this stuff, I don't know if you can see that. That's really good. The hummus doesn't really do much. I probably could have done without it, but it's a good way to use it up. Overall, there's a carrot. Feel how this is that crunch. Nice solid bite to it while still having that kind of nice carroty flavour, and just a little bit of smoky char grill taste as well. Happy with that. Let's try. Sorry. Here's a little bit of apple with some curried cauliflower, with a little bit of pak choi and some garlic. The apple adds just a little bit of sweetness, just a tiny bit. It kind of surprises you. Just eating there, you're like, oh, this is nice, not too bad. I mean, it's about, oh, what's that? Oh, a little bit of apple. You know what I mean? It just shows up there. It just kind of gets you. But yeah, I am genuinely happy with this. Like I said, total cost was €5, which is, you know, it's several meals worth. You know what I mean? I've still got a bunch of carrots, I've got loads of apples, I've got 5 pita breads left, I've got a pak choi, I've got a burger, I've got a load of this stuff. You know, I've got leftover apple and carrot stuff which I'm going to use, or not carrot, sorry, lettuce. I've got loads of this stuff. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of meals here. And I might try and put together something different tomorrow with the exact same stuff. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, and like it's tasty. You know what I mean? I think today is a success. I would say a solid 8 or a 9 out of 10. I think if I was able to keep it together and fold it in, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But I got a dock mark somewhere else. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. I would love to hear your thoughts. And thank you for watching Yellow Sticker Dinner.